Good start for Hawthorn now.
So we're back in the centre. 2-goal margin to the Hawks in the early going. It's round 19 clash. Wine goes up far too early. Salmon gives off the handball to Hargraves. He can't manage it. Liberatore in underneath. And the umpire will call for a bounce. The interesting thing I thought there was that Kepler was the left footer and he went to the left. And Taylor the right footer, he went to the right.
That natural hooking kick, yeah. Good. I suppose a forward has to go to the spot where his teammate can kick the ball to him, and Dunstall did that both occasions, didn't he?
Yes, indeed. Salmon tries to tap it back, goes to Liberatore, kicks to centre half forward, but standing his ground, Chris Langford. And just as he got pulled in by Luke Darcy, appeared to just hurt his groin, perhaps, but he looks okay. 291 games. Gee. The question's got to be asked. He's been very productive. Will he go on next year and play 300? I think it'll be tantalising and close for him. Brad Johnson drops back and takes a very good mark between wing and half back. Wants to play on with the hand. Does to Rowan Smith. He can run. Forced to go on his non-preferred sides with his left foot. Comes back into towards centre half forward. But once again, the kick far too direct into that area, and Crummell reads it with a very good mark.
Goes short and finds Condon. Trying to set it up to Jenke, caught high, advantage will be paid. Jenke once more goes short, didn't find its target. Condon, wild hand pass, back to Credior, kicks the ball out on the full. So the free kick to Condon, Hawthorn 2-1-13, Footscray 1 behind, 1 point. Play last year for the Hawks, Condon, after injuring his knee. So Langford is on the half-forward line, kicks a long bomb to the front of the square, high flyer. There's Hudson, but the free kick is going to Jason Dunstall.
It's one free kick the umpires are very aware of now, that handful of Guernsey at close quarters, and as soon as they see that's just the left hand of Campbell on Dunstall's Guernsey. As soon as the umpire sees the Guernsey come away from the body, a little bit pulled away from the body, it seems to be an automatic free kick. They're very conscious of looking for those holding the land decisions.
Pretty soft free kick, I reckon, that one. He might have just had his jumper, but I don't know whether it retarded him. So Jason Dunstall from point-blank range pops it through.
So the Hawks off to a good start here, and still goalless. So the Doggies, Wirra out of the centre, just hooks the ball around, kicks it out very wide. Martin leads into the race, chased by Crummell, has some pace, tries to daisy cut the kick, doesn't do it very well in the end. It goes to Graham. Graham unloads wide. Kellett has to sit and wait. The ball bounces and beats him over the line. Just down the boundary, nil. What's happening down there, mate?
Not good news for Footscray supporters. Scotty West injured his shoulder, but he's been taken to the rooms, and now I think he could be in trouble for the rest of the game.
Well, that is bad news. He's after winning the best and fairest last year, he's really had a wretched year with injury. Liberatore working hard, off to Wirra. Kellett kicks to the forward pocket area. Graham punches well on Hargraves. There's a free kick for a high tackle there over Graham, surely. It's Crummell, in fact, and Crummell will take the free kick. So Brendan Crummell, one of the youngsters, well, not so young now, but brought over from East Fremantle by Ken Judge after a stint at Freo and the Eagles. Langford goes back, ball fills back to Kellett. He just pumps the ball back in. Once again to that pocket area. Hargraves underneath it. Over the back to Graham. Wants to switch play. The kick has to be good here. Players leading for him. Will sit at Swoods by the look of it. It is. Tries to keep it in but doesn't. And the boundary throw in will take place.
Tony Woods on screen has had a terrific season, Lee, as a tagger, putting some good big-name players out of business.
Yes, he has. Leon Cameron is, I think he is the guy who can get Footscray spark. Cameron missed so much of the year through injury, so he's the Footscray player that Hawthorn are putting the most defensive pressure on.
Jason Watts just onto the ground. He's kicked 36 goals this year for Footscray. Liberatore caught high. No free kick. Now the free kick is going to Langford. So the veteran in the half-back line Kicks the ball back where Condon's his target. Good punch away by Curley at ground level. Johnson pounced on it. Liberatore back to Weira. Inside 50. Hargraves sets himself in front of Graham. Big fist away. Hargraves at ground level. Does well. Great play. Can't get his boot to the ball. Langford doing some nice things early in this game. Goes short and finds Salmon. The big fish goes wide. Kapler's his target. Got plenty of space. It's got Crawford on the burst. Harford, in fact, chips in and takes it. Goes short. Crawford with Ramiro, his shadow. Falls over the critical moment. Holding the ball's been paid. Pritchard against Quill. So Pritchard from the centre wing position kicks a high ball back to 50. Grant from behind. Holland tries to juggle it. Hargraves hooks the ball back high. One for the high flyers. Grant's there. Should go the punch. Liberatore weaves his way out of trouble. Back to Wallace. Kicks the ball wide. So Martin with plenty of space. He's got a chance to take a couple of bounces. The ball won't bounce up. It's very slippery at Waverley. Gets around the big fish. Kicks back to 50. Hargraves is the target. Taken by Graham. Feeds it off to Kapler. Back to Graham. So Hawthorn running the ball out of defence, doing it well. Kicks long once more inside 50. Hudson in front. Punched away by Wallace. Grant heads towards the boundary line. Happy to see it go over.
See the Hawthorn defence getting a lot of the footy. They really have shared it at the back there. Graham, Langford, Cromwell. The Footscray forwards just really can't get a kick. So boundary thrown, 50-metre line. Hawthorn into attack. Holland goes over the back. Intelligent tap. Rick Taylor gives it off to Condon. Has a player back in the centre, Salmon, and finds that teammate. Paul Salmon. There's the lead. Great kick. Fantastic lead from Hudson. And wonderful skills there from Paul Salmon. Really did leave Wallace's marker a long way behind him. So Paul Hudson has kicked 20 goals, 20 for the year. So it's just been 50-50 in front of goal. Kicking from 40 metres kicked. Just drags it across a bit. And Dunstall goes uncontested, and as you saw in the background, Crediuk's now been moved on to him. So it's just a minor score to Hudson. And 3-2 to 1 point. So 19-point margin here to the Hawks. And just under 8 minutes to go of this first quarter.
Cameron goes short. Johnson played every game for the Bulldogs this year. Former Norwich Rising Star nominee. Just kicks a high one. And Salmon, too strong.
Just the judgment, wasn't it? Both Wine and Darcy just completely misjudged it.
Kapler, this is his strength. A long bomb pushing and shoving is Dunstall. Push back over the line. He's been in outstanding form, Paul Salmon. He's marked overhead, I think, as good as I've seen him in recent weeks.
Well, he wasn't in the best position then. He really just judged the ball so much better than Scott Wind and Luke Darcy. He basically stood his ground and marked it when they just were nowhere near the flight of the ball.
Hawthorn lead by 19 points, 3-2-20. Footscray, 1 point. Taken by Smith. Clever kick. And Kapler running with the flight of the ball. Showed courage, then very short. It's been marked here by Pritchard. So Hawthorn doing all the attacking. Kicks it out wide. Dunstall got his hands on it, this time from Crediuk. Ramiro has got the job on Crawford. Finds Quill, who's had a terrific season. Rockets the ball wide. Didn't hit a target, but plenty of time for Grant. Gets plenty of support, so Footscray into attack. The kick's a poor one and sets it up for Graham. And he'll get 50.
Yes, whether it's the forward targets and Footscray aren't providing them or the disposal in this first part of the game, the work of the Footscray forward to kick straight to the Hawthorn